Here at the airport say it happened in the parking garage that you see behind me, and they say it.
What's up, Truth Team? It's your girl, Mickey Truth, SC's #1 urban blogger and the queen of paperwork. Listen, I have been going through the comments, looking over things y'all have been saying, trying to figure out what's next that y'all want to talk about. And some of y'all are intrigued by Fatt Loc, aka the Quandre Razor, one of the co-defendants on Blacc Zacc's RICO case. Now, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm like, okay, y'all are intrigued. Listen, it's actually some interviews of him on YouTube and a lot of things. But I know the truth, team. Y'all are more interested that up and coming rapper got taken out by the feds for 20 years and now is facing life in the same prison that he's already in. So, hey, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna take a look at a piece of his interview and even what was the downfall of Fatt Loc. Let's get into it.
We have Mickey Truth.
Who is this? You got Mickey Truth kicked out.
Shout out Mickey.
Let's get one thing clear. This your girl, Mickey Truth.
On the air tonight following several breaking news stories, the first happening at the Greenville-Spartanburg International Airport.
That's where we find Renee Wunderlich. She joins us live with the latest. Renee, what can you tell us?
Well, Carol Gamby, officials here at the airport say it happened in the parking garage that you see behind me, and they say it happened at around 6 o'clock. Now, police are still investigating, but Spartanburg deputies and airport police believe one person was injured. Officials think everyone involved left the scene.
The airport's operating normally right now. We do have the parking garage is partially closed. So the part that we're investigating, which is on level number 2, we have that closed while we're investigating over the next few hours. But the rest of the garage is open and passengers can come and go as they want.
And again, it's not clear what led up to the shooting, who was involved, or how badly the person may have been injured. All of these questions still they're trying to answer as they continue to investigate tonight live in.
So yes, honey. Okay, that's why the boys is up there in Greenville Federal Court. Now, the crazy part about it is that the airport situation that they talk about in the RICO with Blacc Zacc isn't this same airport situation. Yes. It don't take a rocket scientist to figure out. They're trying to show a pattern here, like on some real stuff. Okay? Because I'm like, so hold on. If that's not even the same incident that's referred to in the RICO, which they said sparked the investigation, the boys turned around and did it again. Oh my gosh. Okay. So let's get into the news article. Matter of fact, before we get into all that, let's listen in on just a little bit of Fatt Loc's interview. Check it out.
Kicked out. And once I got kicked out, no other school wanted me a part of that shit.
So did you kick out for like something happened with a teacher or, you know, or something with another student?
Nah, it was basically like something that happened in the streets that led to the school and back to the streets type shit. And one of my homeboys got killed, so really everybody in the situation got, expelled and shit. Cause it went from off campus to on campus.
So how old were you when this happened?
16, 17, 16, yeah, 16.
So at 16 to 17, you left school and, a situation occurred due to, some outside of the school issues. Do you find that being so young and such, drama and situation is normal?
I wouldn't say normal.
I mean, I'll be honest. If you still out there, that probably wouldn't be a story you want to tell. I mean, like, the title of the interview is I Chose to Be a Gangster. So, I mean, I don't know. Like, when you still active and stuff, some of them memories, you might just need a pause on and just talk about where you at right now. Then once you get out the streets and out the way and the time frame has went past, then maybe bring it up as you reflect and tell your testimony. That's just how I feel about it, okay? But anyway, let's get into this news article about the situation that took Fatt Loc out and into the feds. Okay. So according to this news article, okay, it says the Quandre Kendrick Razor, 21 of Colombia, was sentenced to 20 years in prison. Mind you, in that interview, he was, I believe, 19 or 18, 19. So literally, this was just a couple years before this, okay? After pleading guilty to armed robbery, conspiracy to distribute marijuana, and possessing and discharging firearms and furtherance of drug trafficking crimes. That's very important to remember, y'all, as we go through the RICO with Blacc Zacc, okay? He pled guilty. He didn't go to trial. He pled guilty. He accepted responsibilities for those charges, okay? Robbing a drug dealer and getting charged with robbery is crazy to me, but that's how it works, okay? Now, if we continue on, Jandre Zydarius Collier, 23, and Tyree Laquan Smith, 21, both of Spartanburg, was sentenced to 68 months and 24 months, respectively, after also pleading guilty to drug and gun offenses. Remember, they pled guilty. They accepted their part in this situation, okay? The United States Department of Justice said in a news release that evidence presented to the court showed that on January 25th, 2022, Smith and another man flew into GSP from Los Angeles carrying approximately 50 pounds of marijuana in 2 suitcases. These 2 men, along with Collier, had previously traveled from Charlotte to Miami to shoot music videos and then flown to California to purchase marijuana, the release said. It said Collier and his girlfriend flew into Charlotte, then drove to GSP to pick up Smith and the other trafficker. Unbeknownst to them, Razor and a co-conspirator were sitting in a car outside the terminal waiting to rob them, according to the release. Information presented to the court showed that Razor and others had successfully robbed marijuana traffickers flying into GSP on multiple prior occasions. Keep that in mind as the Blacc Zacc case continues out. Because remember, they're saying he was the leader of this group of people that was robbing people at the airport for drugs, okay? They claim they have text messages and all that. So I'm pretty sure a lot of evidence that was used in this case, and normally people plead out because the evidence is just so much, you know, you can't fight it. So imagine if they played out to this, you think they probably gonna plead out to the RICO? We'll see. I don't know. Only time will tell. As they began to get out the car, officials say Razor and his co-conspirator rushed in with pistols drawn and a gunfight broke out. Smith was shot attempting to get out the vehicle, and the would-be robbers fled without the suitcases as the traffickers returned fire, according to officials. Multiple vehicles parked in the garage were struck in the crossfire. So, what I will say is this. Remember, they had the jail phone call of the alleged trafficker talking on the phone with a prisoner saying how Razor and somebody else ran down on them. Blacc Zacc artists, all that, right? This is a pattern because if this case said Razor and somebody else ran down with pistols, and then you got this guy, I'm assuming it's a guy, on the jail call saying they ran down on him after he got off the airplane, it's a pattern. This RICO case is going to get deep. And other cases, obviously, before this is going to be brought in. That's going to be the crazy part about it. So, what does this mean? They got to fight for their life. Now, I will say I did look into the Fed case that Fatt Loc played out to. Just give me a minute. I got to read through it. Got some transcripts. Got to read through it. Because I'm kind of intrigued to see what type of plea did the people on his case get. Because everybody on that case played out. Even people that's not mentioned in the Blacc Zacc case played out. And I believe another person on Blacc Zacc case, the Maurice Bynum, was on that case also. Okay. So that's another video. You know, we got to stretch the content. Okay. Now, let's look at this press release real quick. All right, second gunman. The question is, how did they figure out who was who? Oh, videos. Duh, Mickey. All right. Yeah. So, 21-year-old Kendrick Naveed Corbin of Colombia. So I'm assuming this is the accomplice, right? Since he's from Colombia, Fatt Loc was from Colombia. He was sentenced to 231 months. God damn. After pleading guilty to armed robbery conspiracy. So he did the same thing. He played out the same way. Jesus. Okay. So basically they said the same thing that the news article said. After loading their suitcases into the trunk of the Challenger, the traffickers put into they did all this on the camera. Parking garage adjacent to the terminal where they plan to transfer some of the marijuana to another vehicle. I wonder why didn't they just wait till they was off of the airport thing? Like just follow them, that's what I would have thought, but I don't traffic, so I don't know. Maybe that's not a good thing to do either. All right, yeah. Officers found the suitcases of marijuana in Collier's trunk and 2 pistols in his glove box. Damn. So they fled with they left everything at the scene. Oh my gosh. Okay. Here we go. Officer also arrested Maurice Dion Bynum, who had just flown into GSP from California and was attempting to load a suitcase full of marijuana into the vehicle Corbin was driving. Brown and Bynum was also recently sentenced to prison terms for their roles in the conspiracy. So I wonder if that Maurice Bynum, the same Maurice Bynum on the RICO case. Might be. Because if Maurice Bynum was put in, let me see, what is it? Oh, let me go back up. What? See, that's what I get for skimming through. All right, so after considerably investigation, the FBI identified Corbin as the second shooter in the GSP robbery, and he was federally indicted. On January 3rd, 2023, investigators learned that Corbin was once again headed to GSP. Oh, so he was hot, okay? And the FBI and local law enforcement responded to the airport to arrest him. So this is definitely like a Rollo situation. They found Corbin and another man, Anthony Brown, sitting outside the terminal, and both were armed. Officers also arrested Maurice Dion Bynum, who had just flown into GSP from California and was attempting to load a suitcase full of marijuana into the vehicle. Yeah, this got to be the same guy. This got to be the same guy. Like on some real stuff. This is with that. This is my thing. Like, y'all know, y'all remember when I told y'all I fell back from talking to like Zoo and everybody when Dirt case hit? Because I'm like, I don't know who hot. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what y'all got going on. I ain't trying to be a part of it. So, like, that's my mind state just as a regular person. So, y'all street niggas that's engaged in criminal activities, y'all don't think like, hey, you probably shouldn't go back to the airport because you're hot. Like, you just got away with doing a shootout at the airport. Maybe you should be the person that goes to another airport because you're hot over there. I guess they said, sure, a year in the past, I'm good. No, you done brought the whole federal army with you to the airport. Now you got 2, 3 more people hemmed up, because now it makes sense why Maurice Bynum is on the RICO, because they literally caught him red-handed. Now, you know what? I'll save that for another video. For now, I think I gave y'all a lot to think about. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Tell a friend to pull up on your girl, Mickey Truth. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm out.
This is the weakest. Give a fuck about what they scream.
Holla!
Shout out Mickey. Mickey, you gonna be big. Like,
I'm trying to conquer the world, coming from where I come from. Hey, this your girl, Mickey Truth, #1 blogger in South Carolina. #1 blogger in South Carolina. Hold on, wait, before I go, y'all make sure y'all tap in with me to book your slot. A lot of y'all be hitting me up on Instagram and the email wanting to just talk about content, whether you're an up-and-coming content creator or somebody just got questions about cases or whatever. Book your consultation with me now. The information is on the screen. Hey, make sure you get your slot, because my slots be filling up fast.
What's up, Truth Team? I am here, okay? About to get a touch of love. Yes, I'm at Touch of Love Massage Shop, okay? Now listen, I've been getting my massages through Touch of Love for years, even before it was a shop to come to. But let me show you around, and then I got to get ready because I'm feeling a little tense. And let me tell you, if you work in like call centers, streamers, YouTubers, sitting at that desk all the time, you definitely need to be tapping in and get your massage. So let's take a tour.
So it was located in a nice business building. The suite was set up real comfortably. It was like to the back, and the candles was burning. The aromatherapy was definitely there. Okay, so I had to get undressed, and I'm like, yo, I gotta get all the way undressed. But anyway, like I said, being getting massages, Nakia is awesome at what she does, and let me tell y'all, them hands are blessed, okay? I got the full body massage, including, okay, the hot stones. And when I say that hour went so fast, I even went to sleep. And I always go to sleep during massage for some reason. But yeah, definitely needed that because y'all know I had a night ahead of me, okay?
Guys, I'm Nakia. I am the owner-operator of Touch of Love Massage Services. I always start with people. I start with the information of what massage is. So massage is the manipulation of muscles. Exercise is the manipulation of muscles. The only difference is we are manually using our hands to do those activities. So a lot of people look at massage as a luxury when really it's a health necessity. So I'm more on the medical side of things. So if you're experiencing any pain of any sort, muscles is 90% of pain, so I would recommend you to come and get a massage.
How can they follow you?
I do have my business page, Touch of Love Massage Services, on Instagram. I have Touch of Love Massage Services on Facebook, and if you want to set an appointment with me, you can look me up on Set More. It's an app platform online where you can book appointments.
Hey, there you have it. And y'all, I feel like a new woman, but now it's time to party. So I'll catch y'all in the next one.